What is going on, guys? Newton here with MMORPG, bringing your first look and impressions video into Koyotl, a free-to-play browser-based MMORPG. Now, we've just logged in, we're creating our character, so I'm going to briefly go over the classes and it seems like the classes kind of correspond with the race that you pick, so we'll kind of go over that briefly and jump right into the gameplay. So, as you can see here, we have the Badger race over here, and depending on the race, it kind of corresponds with the class that you'll get. So, as you can see, this guy's wielding a spear, so I'm going to assume he's kind of like a warrior or spear melee type class. Next, we have the bear, and he seems to use fire elemental melee attacks as well. And then last, we have the Raven, and this one seems to be a ranged DPS, a bowman, clearly, because he equips the bow, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there's three different classes, three different races to choose from, and it seems like each one has a different element that goes along with it. So this one uses rock, so he's probably more tanky. This one fire, so for more DPS, and this one uses the element of frost, so it probably has a lot of CC and stuff like that with the class. So I think we're gonna go ahead and pick the bear because I don't know, he looks pretty sweet, and I like fire. Fire is a sweet element. It does tons of damage, and we can kind of adjust the skin color if we want to. So as you can see, ooh, let's make him red. I think that'd go nicely with the fire because that's the element that he uses. So we named our character, and let's go ahead, hit save, and jump right into some gameplay. So there we go. We created our character. It's loading on in. We got a little animation here as it's getting in there, and then it shouldn't take too long to get the game going. Alright guys, here we are in the gameplay. Went ahead and cut the video because it did take about a minute or so to load in. Because the game is 3D, it's a 3D game in your browser, so it did take about a minute or so to render in the map and do kind of like a brief loading slash download, so that way the game can run. And it wasn't too bad, it took about a minute or so. So here we are in the gameplay, and I'm kind of going over the controls, getting used to it. It has a brief tutorial, kind of showing us what we have to do, so you can see we have our experience points up here, so it's going over the layout. You can see our mana, our life, exhaustion, and quest tracker over here. So it's pretty straightforward. Um, Not too much to really pick up, nothing too different. So it's really nice. It's not too overwhelming on the screen with a bunch of flashy different icons and stuff to look at. It's very straightforward and nice. As for the controls are very simple. It's left click to move around, and it has this isometric view, kind of like Diablo or Path of Exile. It kind of has that feel to it, and the camera does adjust slightly wherever your mouse goes, as you can see here, and it does feel a little bit wonky when you move around with the mouse, but I mean, it's nothing you couldn't get used to with a little bit of just a little bit getting used to and playing around with the game. So I guess we have a quest track over here. We got to go ahead and meet our friend over here. And I guess upon meeting our friend, we have some enemies to fight. And this is where the game gets kind of fun. I really like the combat. You kind of engage into this turn-based combat, and it's not too bad. It's really responsive. It's fun to look at. And, I mean, the combat's simple and straightforward, and I like it so far. It's not too easy. I mean, well, it was that fight was pretty easy, but I did have a fight before, and it was a little bit more of a challenge. But I mean, the more you progress, I'm sure the much tougher the fights will get. But I really liked how the game looks, and it's a bit of different feel and approach than other browser-based MMORPGs. It does change things up quite a bit. It is 3D. The graphics are, not super high-end, but they're nice. They're well done, and they're nice to look at. So it's something different. It's really nice, kind of a game changer for browser-based MMORPGs. So here we are. We have approached the end of that map, and we're just loading into the next area. And it seems like the game is very straightforward. You have our mini map over here. Now it's adding over here, which is nice, so you can see, kind of get an idea of where you're going. So this will give you an overview of your current surroundings. Sounds good. We can click that, and it gives you a larger overview of the map. So it is kind of like Diablo or Path of Exile, if you guys are familiar with those games. This is basically, the map system is kind of similar. So let's go ahead and talk to our friend over here, and let's see if we pick up his quest. He'll give us some gear. Sounds good to me. Nothing like some free gear for doing some simple quests. And then now we can go ahead and click this button for our character overview. And he gave us a rod breastplate. Sounds good. So we got some free armor. Oh, we can just double click it and it equips it for us. Alright, pretty cool. And I like how it shows you on your character the different gear that you have. So the gear does change based on what you have equipped and stuff like that, which is nice. And you don't see that in most browser-based MMORPGs. Your kind of character preset is already made for you, as well as the gear, and you don't get to really change how your character looks unless there's some microtransactions involved. But this game, for being a simple browser-based game, has some nice depth to it, and it's nice. Like I said, it changes it up a little bit, and the fact that you can change your gear and make your character look really, really cool at level with some better gear and stuff like that is nice. It really is nice. So here we are, we're just fighting this guy. As you can see, the battle is taking a little bit longer than the last one, but that's alright. We have our companion over here. I'm not too worried. I don't think we're going to die. But upon each hit, you can see the skills start to cost more and more mana. So it's good to kind of be smart with what skills you use. We're going to go ahead and switch it up. This one hits a lot harder. And I think we can go ahead and finish it off. That one used 60 mana, so it was really heavy on the resource cost. But we went ahead and finished him off. Didn't have to worry about it too much. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and pick up that item. Go ahead, X out of that, and basically keep making progress down this road. And as you can see, there's another lizard warrior over here. We're engaged in battle, and this one has the same amount of health. So I mean, it'll probably take the same amount to take him down. But I mean, the combat, I like it. I like it because it's different. It's nice. It's smooth, responsive. And like I said, it is. It's a nice change for browser-based MMORPGs. It's something different. So we're making some good progress. I really like the companion, and I hope that maybe further down the road we'd get different companions in the game or different allies that come help us, because it's pretty cool to have a pet. Um, Not saying that other party members and stuff like that isn't bad, but I think a pet system is always something fun to have in a game to make good use of. So as you can see, he has the rock elemental around him, so it seems like this our pet over here is a little bit more tanky than we are. So he's probably a good pet to keep in your party because he can take more hits and probably be the focus of the target. So not too bad. There we go. We defeated that guy. We got some more XP. So it seems like a good way to level up in the game is to really grind out monsters. We got a good amount of XP from the quest, but it seems like a majority of your XP gain comes a lot from these encounters and battles and stuff like that. But I mean, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you've enjoyed, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe for more. But until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later.